Honest to goodness.
Well done, Reed. So we win.
Do you know now? What are you doing tomorrow morning? Do we ever go for brunch? Look, I'm not saying that you have to make a choice. But no, we go for brunch soon. Half day. I was like, fab day, and the thing was going to go out and it's fab day for all, and you said it, and I'm like, oh no. You can be the same. And my baby had a cousin. My cousin had a baby called Maria. Yeah, my cousin's called Maria. It's like Ray. It's mine.
Now, Martha Corey, we have in our hands abundant evidence that you have given yourself to the reading of fortunes. Do you deny it?
I am innocent to a witch. I know not what a witch is.
How do you know then that you are not a witch?
If I were, I would know it.
Why do you hurt these children?
I do not hurt them. I scorn it.
I have evidence from the court.
You will keep your seat.
Thomas Putnam is reaching out for land.
I shall remove that man.
You're hearing lies! Lies! Arrest Your Excellency! I have evidence! Why will you not hear my evidence? Damn you! Get your hands off me!
Giles!
Out of my way, Cheever! I bring
You
evidence!
cannot go in there, Giles. It's a court.
Quick, calm yourself a moment, Mr. Core. Mr. Hale, go in there and demand my sake.
A moment.
They'll be hanging my wife! How do you dare come roaring into this court? Are you gone daft, Corey? You're not a Boston judge yet, Hawthorne. You'll not call me daft.
Who is this man?
Giles Corey, sir. One of the more
I
contentious...
am asked the question, and I am old enough to answer it. My name is Corey, sir. Giles Corey. I have 600 acres and timber in addition. It is my wife you be condemning now.
And how do you imagine you help her cause with such contemptuous riot? Now be gone. Your old age alone keeps you out of jail for this.
They be telling lies about my wife, sir.
Do you take it upon yourself to determine what this court shall believe and what it shall set aside?
Excellency, we mean no disrespect for...
Disrespect indeed. It is disruption, mister. This is the highest court of the supreme government of this province. Do you know it?
I only said she were reading books, and they come and take her out of my house.
Books? What books?
It is my third wife, sir, and I never had a wife that were so taken with books. I only thought to find the cause of it, do you see? But it were never a witch I blamed her for. I have broke charity with the woman. I have broke charity with her.
Excellency, he claimed hard evidence for his wife's
Then
defence.
let him submit his evidence in proper affidavit. You are certainly aware of our procedure here, Mr. Hale. Clear this room.
We have evidence. The children are deceiving you. This is contempt for the court, Mr. Gatton.
Peace, Judge Hawthorne. Do you know who I am, Mr. Corey?
I surely do, sir, and I think you must be a wise judge to be what you are.
And do you know that near to 400 are in the jails from Marblehead to Lynn and upon my signature, and 72 condemned to hang by that signature?
Excellency, I never thought to say it to such a weighty judge, but you are deceived.
Mary Warren? What are you about here?
She would speak with the Deputy Governor.
Did you not tell me Mary Warren was sick in bed?
She were, Your Honour. When I go to fetch her to the court last week, she said she were sick.
She is striving with her soul all week. She comes now to tell you the truth of it.
Who is this man?
John Proctor, sir.
Elizabeth Proctor is my wife.
Beware this man, Excellency. This man is
I think you should hear the girls, sir.
What would you tell us, Mary Warren?
She never saw no spirits, sir.
Never saw no spirits?
Never.
She has signed a deposition.
No, no, I accept no depositions. Tell me, Mr. Proctor, have you given out this story in the village?
No, sir.
He's
we
come
haven't.
to overthrow the court, Excellency.
I
This
pray
man
you,
is...
Mr. Pass. Do you know, Mr. Proctor, that the entire contention of the state in these trials is that the voice of heaven is speaking through the children?
I know it, sir.
And you, Mary Warren, how came you to cry out people for sending their spirits against you?
For pretense, sir.
I cannot hear you.
It were pretense, she says.
Oh? And the other girls? Susanna Walcott and the others? They are also pretending?
Aye, sir.
Your Excellency is not taken by such a simple lie.
Indeed not, but it strike hard upon me that you would dare come here with such a tale. Now, Mr. Proctor, before I decide whether I should hear you or not, it is my duty to tell you this. We burn a hot fire here. It melts down all concealment.
I know it, sir.
Let me continue. I understand well, a husband's tenderness may drive him to extravagance in defense of a wife. Are you certain in your conscience, sir, that your evidence is the truth?
It is, and you will surely know it.
And you would declare this revelation in open court before the public?
I thought I would, with your permission.
Now, sir, what is your purpose in doing so?
I would free my wife, sir.
There exists nowhere in your heart, nor hidden in your spirit, any desire to undermine this court?
What? No, sir.
Your Excellency,
Mr. Cheever?
I think it be my duty, sir. You'll not deny it, John. When we come to take his wife, he damned the court and ripped your warrant.
Now there you have it.
He did that, Mr. Hale.
Aye, he did.
It were temper, sir. I know not what I did.
Mr. Proctor,
Aye, sir.
have you ever seen the devil?
No, sir.
You are in all respects a gospel Christian.
I am, sir.
Such a Christian that will come to church but once a month.
Not come to church?
I have no love for Mr. Paris. It is no secret, but God I surely love.
He plough on Sunday, sir.
Plough on Sunday?
I think it be evidence, John.
I have once or twice ploughed on Sunday. I have 3 children, and until last year my land gave little.
If truth be told, you'll find other Christians that do plough on Sunday. Excellency, I do not think you can judge the man on such evidence.
I judge nothing. I tell you true, mister. I have seen marvels in this court. I have seen people choked by spirits before my very eyes. I have seen them stuck by pins and slashed by daggers. I have, until this moment, not the slightest reason to suspect that the children may be deceiving me. Do you understand my meaning?
Excellency, does it not strike upon you that so many of these women have lived for so long with such upright
Do you
reputations?
read the gospel, Mr. Proctor?
I read the gospel.
I think not, for surely you would remember. Cain were an upright man, yet he did kill Abel.
Aye, God tells us that. But who tells us that Rebecca Nurse murdered 7 babies by sending her spirit out on them? It is the children only, and this one will swear she lied to you.
Aye, she's the one.
Mr. Proctor, this morning, your wife sent me a claim in which she states she is pregnant now.
My wife pregnant?
Now, there be no sign of it. We have examined her body.
If she says she is pregnant, then she must be. That woman will never lie, sir.
She will not?
Never, sir, never.
Well, we have thought it too convenient to be credited. If, however, I were to tell you that I would have her kept another month, and if she began to show her natural signs, you would have her living yet another year until she is delivered. What say you to that? Come now, sir. You say your only purpose is to save your wife. Good then that she is saved at least this year, and a year is long. What say you, sir? It is done now. Will you drop this charge?
I think I cannot.
Then your purpose is somewhat larger.
He's come to overthrow the court,
This
Excellency.
man is my friend, sir. His wife is
I
also...
judge you not. I'm ready to hear evidence.
I come not to hurt
Mr.
the
Chief,
court.
you go into the court and bid Judge Sewell and Judge Stoughton declare recess for 1 hour, and let them go to the tavern if they will. All witnesses and prisoners are to be kept inside the building.
Aye, sir. If I may say it, sir, I know this man all my life. It is a good man, sir.
I am sure of it, Marshal. Now then, Mr. Proctor, what deposition do you have for us? And I beg you, be open, clear as the sky, and honest.
I am no lawyer, so I'll...
The pure in heart need no lawyers. Proceed as you will.
Would you read this first, sir? It is a sort of testament. The people signing it declare their good opinion of my wife and
Their
Rebecca
good
Nurse and Van
opinion?
Corey. They are all covenanted Christians, sir. Landholding farmers, members of the church. You'll notice, they've known the women many years and never saw no signs they had dealings with the devil.
How many names are here?
91, Your Excellency.
These people should be summoned for questioning.
Mr. Danforth, I gave them all no harm, my word, no harm would come to them for
This
signing.
is an attack upon the court.
It's every defense an attack upon the court.
All innocent and Christian people are happy for the courts in Salem. These men are gloomy for it. I think you ought to know, sir, for each and every one of them, what discontents them with you.
I do think they ought to be examined, sir.
It is not necessarily an
These are
attack,
all
I think.
covenanted Christians, sir.
Then I'm sure they will have nothing to fear. Mr. Hawthorne, have warrants drawn up for all of these. Arrest for examination. Now then, Mr. Proctor, what other evidence do you have for us? And I must remind you, sir, that a person is either with this court or he must be counted against it. There be no road in between. This is a sharp time now, a precise time. We live no longer in the dusky afternoon when evil mixed itself with good and befuddled the world. Now, by God's grace, the shining sun is up, and all who fear not light will surely praise it. I hope you will be one of those. She's not hearty, I see.
No, sir, she's not. Remember what the angel Raphael said to the boy Tobias.
Aye.
Do that which is good, and no harm shall come to thee.
Aye.
Come, man. We wait you.
John, give him my deposition.
This is Mr. Corey's deposition, sir.
Oh?
What lawyer drew this, Corey?
You know I've never hired a lawyer in my life, Hawthorne.
It is very well phrased. My compliments. You have no legal training, Mr. Corey.
I have the very best, sir. I am 33 times in court in all my life, and always a plaintiff too.
Well, then you're much put upon.
I am never put upon. But I know my rights, and I will have them. Your father tried a case of mine, might be 35 years ago now.
Indeed.
He never spoke of it to you.
No, I cannot recall it.
It's strange. He gave me £9 damages. You were a fair judge, your father. You see, I had a white mare.
What proof do you submit for your charge, sir, that Thomas Putnam prompted his daughter to cry witchery upon George Jacobs that is now in jail?
The proof is there. If George Jacobs hangs for a witch, he forfeits up his land. That's the law. And none but Putnam has the coin to buy so great a peace. The man is killing his neighbours for their land.
But proof, sir, proof.
The proof is there. I have it from an honest man who heard Putnam say it. The day his daughter cried out on George Jacobs, he said that she had given him a fair gift of land.
And the name of this man?
What name?
The man who gave you this information.
I cannot give you his name.
And why not?
You know well why not.
This is
If I give you his name, he'll lay in jail.
You will surely give us the name.
I will not give you his name. I mentioned my wife's name once, and I'll burn in hell long enough for that. I stand mute.
Then I will have no choice but to arrest you for contempt of this court. Do you know that?
This is a hearing. You cannot clap me for contempt of a hearing.
Ooh, it is a proper lawyer. Then do you wish me to declare this court in full session here, or will you give me good reply?
Cannot give you no name.
Foolish old man. Mr. Cheever, begin the record. The court is now in full session here. Now then, Mr.
Your
Corey,
Honour.
I ask you...
We have the story in confidence. And
And confidences. The devil lives on such confidences. Without confidences, there could be no conspiracy, Excellency.
I do think it ought to be broken, sir.
Old man, if your informant speaks true, then let him come here openly like a decent man. But if he hide in anonymity, I must know why. Now, sir, the Central Church and the government demand of you the name of him that cried Thomas Putnam a common murderer.
Excellency,
Mr. Hale?
we cannot link it further. There is prodigious fear of the court in this country.
Then there is a prodigious guilt in this country. Are you afraid to be questioned here?
I may only fear the Lord, sir. But there is fear in the country nonetheless.
Reproach me not with fear in the country. There is fear in the country because there is a moving plot to topple Christ in the country.
But that does not follow that everyone accused is party.
No uncorrupted man may fear this court, Mr. Hale. None. You are under arrest for contempt of this court. Now take counsel with yourself, or you will be clapped in the jail until you decide to answer all of our questions.
No, Giles.
I'll cut your throats!
I'll tell you all!
Peace. Giles, peace. We'll prove it all now.
Say nothing more, John. He's only playing you. He means to hang us all.
This is a court of law, mister. I'll have no effrontery here.
Forgive him, Your Excellency, for his old age. Peace, Giles. We'll prove it all now. You cannot weep, Mary. Remember what the angel said to the boy. Hold to it. There is your rock. This is Mary Warren's deposition, sir. I ask you to remember that until 2 weeks ago, she were no different than the other children are today. You saw her scream. She howled. She swore. Familiar spirits choked her. She even testified that Satan, in the form of women now in jail, came to win her soul away. And when she
We know all this.
Aye, sir. She swears now that she never saw no spirit, vague or clear, that Satan sent to harm her. And she declares that her friends are lying now.
Excellency, a moment. I think this goes to the heart of the matter.
Surely does.
I cannot say he's an honest man. I know him little, but in all justice, sir, a claim so weighty cannot be argued by a farmer. I pray you, stop here. Let him go home and come again with the law.
Now look you, Mr.
I've signed 72 death warrants. I'm a minister of the Lord, and I dare not sign another unless there is proof so immaculate no qualm of conscience may doubt it.
Mr. Hale, you surely do not doubt my justice.
I today have signed away the soul of Rebecca Nurse. I will not conceal it. My hand shakes yet with the wound. This argument, sir, let lawyers present
Now
you.
look you, Mr. Hale, believe me, for a man of such terrible learning you are most bewildered. I hope you will forgive me. I have been 32 years at the bar, sir, and I would be confounded were I called upon to defend these people. Now, let you consider now. And I bid you all do likewise. In an ordinary crime, how does one defend the accused? One calls up witnesses to prove his innocence. But witchcraft is ipso facto, on its face and by its nature, an invisible crime, is it not? Therefore, who may possibly be witness to it? The witch and the victim. Now, we cannot hope that the witch will accuse herself, granted. Therefore, we must rely upon her victims. And they do testify. The children certainly do testify. As for the witches, none will deny that we are most eager for all their confessions. Therefore, what is left for a lawyer to bring out? I think I have made my point, have I
But this
not?
child claims the girls are untruthful, and
That
if
is precisely what I'm about to consider, sir. What more may you ask of me? Unless you doubt my probity,
I surely do not, sir. Let you consider it then.
and let you put your heart to rest. Her deposition, Mr. Proctor.
I should like to question...
Mr. Powers, I bid you be silent! Mr. Cheever, will you go into the court and bring the children in here? Mary Warren. How came you to this turnabout? Has Mr. Proctor threatened you for this deposition?
No, sir.
Has he ever threatened you?
No, sir.
Has he ever threatened you?
No, sir.
Then you mean to tell me that you sat in my court, callously lying when you knew that others would hang by your evidence? Answer me!
I did, sir.
How were you instructed in your life? Do you not know that God damns all liars? Or is it now that you lie?
I cannot lie no more. I am with God now.
You're with God now.
Aye, sir.
I will tell you this. You are either lying now or you are lying in the court. And in either case, you have committed perjury and you will go to jail for it. You cannot lightly say you lied, Mary.
Oh, I cannot lie no more. I'm with God. I'm with God.
Ruth put them out in the court, sir, not the other children.
These will be sufficient. Now, children, your friend, Mary Warren, has given us a deposition in which she claims that she saw no familiar spirits, apparitions, nor any manifest of the devil. She also claims that none of you have seen these things either. Now, children, this is a court of law. The law based upon the Bible, and the Bible, writ by Almighty God, forbid the practice of witchcraft and describe death as the penalty thereof. But likewise, children, the law and the Bible also damn all bearers of false witness. Now, it has not escaped me that this deposition may have been devised to blind us. It may well be that Mary Warren has been conquered by Satan, who sends her here to distract from our sacred purpose. If so, her neck will break for it. But if she speak true, children, I bid you now, drop your guile, confess your pretense, for a quick confession will go easier with you. Abigail Williams, step forward. Is there any truth to this?
No, sir.
Children, a very augur bit will now be turned into your souls until your honesty is proved. Will either of you change your positions now, or do you force me to hard questioning?
I have naught to change, sir. She lies.
You would go on with this?
Aye, sir.
A puppet were discovered in Mr. Proctor's house, stabbed by a needle. Mary Warren claims that you sat beside her in the court while she made it, and you saw her make it, and witnessed how she herself stuck the needle into it for safekeeping. What say you to that?
This is a lie, sir.
When you worked for Mr. Proctor, did you ever see any puppets in that house?
Why, Goody Proctor always kept puppets.
Your Honour, my wife never kept no puppets. Mary Warren swears it was her puppet.
Your Excellency,
Mr. Cheever?
when I spoke with Goody Proctor in that house, she said she never kept no puppets. But she said she did keep puppets when she were a girl.
She have not been a girl these 15 years, Your Honour.
But a puppet will keep 15 years, will it not?
It will keep if it is kept, but Mary Warren swears she never saw no puppets in my house, nor anyone else.
Why could the puppets not have been hid where no one ever saw them?
There may also be a dragon with 5 legs in my house. No one has ever seen it.
We are here, Excellency, precisely to determine what cannot be seen.
What may this girl gain from her turnabout now? What may Mary Warren gain but hard questioning and worse?
You are charging Abigail Williams with a marvellous cool plot to murder. Do you understand that?
I do. I believe she means to murder.
This child would
It
murder
is
your
no
wife.
child. Now hear me, in the sight of the congregation, she were twice this year put out of this meeting house for laughter during prayer.
What's this? Laughter during
Excellency,
prayer?
she were under Tituba's power at the time, but she is solemn now.
Aye, she is solemn and goes to hang people.
Quiet, man!
It have no bearing on the question, sir. He charges contemplations of murder.
Indeed. Proceed, Mr. Proctor.
Now, Mary, tell him how you danced in the woods.
Excellency, ever since I come to the village, this man has been blackening my name.
Mr. Paris, in a moment. What is this dancing?
Mr. Proctor.
Abigail leads the girls to the woods at night. They've danced there
Excellency,
naked.
this is a...
Mr. Paris discovered them himself in the dead of night. There's the child she is.
Mr. Paris.
I only say, sir, I never saw any of them naked.
But
And
they have
this
danced in the woods. Abigail.
When I first came from Beverly, Mr. Parks told me that.
Do you deny it, Mr. Paris?
I do not, but I never saw any of them naked.
But they have danced.
Aye, sir.
Excellency, will you permit me?
Pray. Proceed.
You claim you never saw no spirits, Mary. Were never frightened or afflicted by any manifest of the devil or the devil's agents.
No, sir.
I cannot hear you.
No, sir.
And yet, when people accused of witchery confronted you in court, you would faint, claiming their spirits had come out of their bodies and choked you.
Pretense, sir.
What was that?
Pretense, sir.
But you did turn cold, did you not? I myself picked you up many times and your skin were icy. Mr. Danforth, you
I
did...
saw that many times.
They were pretending, sir. They're all marvelous pretenders.
Then can she pretend to faint now?
Now,
Why not? There are no spirits attacking her, for none in this room is accused of witchcraft. So let her turn herself cold now. Let her pretend she's attacked now. Let her faint. Faint!
Faint.
Aye, faint. Prove to us how you pretended in court so many times.
I cannot faint now, sir.
can you not pretend it?
No sense of it now.
Why? What is lacking now?
I cannot tell, sir.
Might it be that we have no afflicting spirits loose here, but in the court there were some?
There were no spirits.
See no spirits now, and prove to us you can faint of your own will as you claim.
I cannot.
Well, then you will confess, will you not, that we're attacking spirits made you faint?
No, sir.
Excellency, this is a trick to blind the court.
It's not a trick. I used to faint because I thought I saw spirits.
Thought you saw them.
But I did not, Your Honor.
How could you think you saw them unless you saw them?
I cannot tell how. I heard the other girls screaming, and you, Your Excellency, you seemed to believe them. And it were only sport in the beginning, but then the whole world cried, spirits, spirits. And I promise you, Mr. Danforth, I used to faint because I thought I saw them, but I did not.
Sure, Your Excellency is not taken by such a simple lie.
Abigail, I bid you now. Search your heart and tell me this. And beware, child. To God every soul is precious, and his vengeance is terrible on them that take a life without cause. Is it possible, child, that the spirits you have seen are illusion only, some
Why,
deception that...
This is a base question, sir.
Child, I would have you consider...
And I have been hurt, Mr. Danforth. I have seen my blood running out. I have been near to murdered every night this week because I've done my duty pointing out the devil's people. And this is my reward. To be questioned, mistrusted, denied.
Child, I do not mistrust
And you, beware. Mr. Danforth, think you to be so mighty that the power of hell may not turn your wits. Beware of it. Sir,
What is it, child?
I know not a wind. Cold wind, Abby. Abby. Your Honor, I freeze.
She's cold, Your Honor. Touch her!
Mary, do you send this shadow on me? Oh, I freeze, I freeze. It is a wind. A wind, Abby, don't do that.
Mary Warren, do you witch her? I say to you, do you send your spirit out on her?
No. Let me go. Oh, Heavenly Father, take away this shadow.
How do you call heaven?
Doctor! What are you doing?
He's a whore!
What do you charge?
Mark her!
Sir Talbot is lying.
Mark her, now she'll suck a scream to
You
stab me
approve
with.
this.
I
will
have
not
known
pass.
her, sir! I have known her.
You were a lecher.
A man will not cast away his good name, you surely know that.
In what time? In what place?
In the proper place, where my beasts are bedded on the last night of my joy some 8 months past. She used to serve me in my house, Your Honour. A man may think God sleeps, but God sees everything. I know that now. I beg you, sir, see her what she is. My wife, my dear, good wife, took her out and put her on the high road soon after, and being what she is, a lump of vanity. Forgive me, Excellency. She means to dance with me on my wife's grave. And well she might, for I thought of her softly. I did. God help me, I lost it. And there is a promise in such sweat, but it is a whore's vengeance. You must see it now. I set myself entirely in your hands. I know. You must see it now.
You deny every scrap and tittle of this.
If I must answer that, I will leave it.
I have made a bet on my honour. I have rung the doom of my good name. You will believe me, Mr. Danforth. My wife is innocent, except she knew a whore when she saw one.
What looks do you give me? I'll not have such.
You will remain where you are! Mr. Paris, go into the court and bring goodwife Proctor.
Excellency.
Bring her out! And tell her not one word of what's been spoken here, and let you knock before you enter. Now then, we will touch to the bottom of this swamp. Your wife, you say, is an honest woman?
She has never lied. There are them that cannot weep and them that cannot sing. My wife cannot lie.
And when she put this girl out of your house, she put her out for a harlot?
Aye, sir.
And knew her for a harlot?
Aye, sir, she knew her for a harlot.
Good then. And if she tell me, child, that it were for harlotry, may God spread his mercy on you. Hold! Turn your back. Turn your back! Proctor, do likewise. Turn! Now let neither of you turn to face Goody Proctor. No one in this room is to raise a single gesture, aye or nay. Enter. Mr. Cheever, report this testimony in all exactness. Are you ready?
Ready, sir.
Come here, woman. You will look in my eyes only, not at your husband, in my eyes only.
Good, sir.
We are given to understand that at one time you dismissed your servant, Abigail Williams.
That is true, sir.
For what cause did you dismiss her? Woman, look at me! Was she slovenly? Lazy? What disturbance did she cause?
Your Honour, in that time I was sick. And my husband is a good and righteous man. He is never drunk, as some are, or wasting his time at the shovel board, but always at his work. But in my sickness, you see, sir, for I were a long time sick after my last child, and I thought I saw my husband somewhat turning from me, and this girl...
Look at me!
Yes, sir, Abigail Williams.
What of Abigail Williams?
I began to think he somewhat fancied her, sir, so when I lost my wits, I think, and I threw her out in the high road.
Your husband, did he indeed turn from you?
My husband is a goodly man, sir.
Then he did not turn from you. Woman, look at me! To your own knowledge, has John Proctor ever committed the crime of lechery? Answer my question! Is your husband a lecher?
No, sir.
Remove her, Marshal!
Elizabeth, tell the truth!
She has spoken!
Elizabeth,
Remove
I
her!
have confessed it!
Excellency, it is a natural right to tell. I beg you, stop here before another is condemned. I may shut my conscience to it no more. Private vengeance is working through this testimony. From the beginning, this man has always struck me true. And by my oath to heaven, I believe him now. And I pray you, call back his wife.
She spoke nothing of lechery, and this man has lied!
This girl has always struck me false.
You will not! Be gone! Be gone, I say!
What is it, child? What's there? Child!
see no bird.
My face. My face.
Mr. Hale,
Be quiet!
do you see a bird?
Be quiet!
You cannot want to tear my face. God made my face. Envy is a deadly sin, Mary. Happy. Oh, Mary, this is a black heart to change your shape. I cannot stop my mouth. It's God's work I do. Happy, I'm here.
They're pretending, Mr. Danford.
Oh, Mary, please don't come down. Oh, she's stretching her clothes.
Rise,
Mary,
rise.
please don't hurt me. I'm not hurting her.
Why does she see this vision?
She sees nothing. She sees nothing. Oh, Abby, you mustn't. Abby, you mustn't. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Mary Warren, draw your spirit back out of them!
Mr. Danford. Mr. Danford.
Have you made compact with the devil? Have you?
Never, 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 never.
Why can they only repeat you?
I'll stop it.
They're sporting. They're sporting. Abby, stop it. Abby, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
A little while ago you were afflicted. Now it seems that you afflict others. Where did you find this power?
I have no power. I have no
They're
power.
calling you, mister.
Why did you turn about these past 2 weeks? You have seen the devil. Have you not?
cannot believe them.
Mary, God damns all liars.
You have seen the devil. You have made compact with Lucifer. Have you not?
God damns liars, Mary.
I cannot hear you. What do you say? You will confess yourself or you will hang. Do you know who I am? I say you will hang if you do not open with me.
Remember the angel Raphael, what he said to the boy.
Her wings are spreading. Oh, Mary, please don't.
I see nothing, Your Honor. Will you speak? Confess this power.
She's going to come down. She's walking the beam.
Will you speak?
I cannot.
Cast the devil out. Trample him, look him in the face. We'll save you, Mary. Only stand fast against him.
She's going to come down.
Mary, tell
Don't
them.
touch me. Don't touch me.
Mary.
You're the devil's man.
Praise God.
Praise God. I will not do your work no more. I love God. I bless God.
Did you do the devil's work?
He come at me every night to sign.
Sign what?
The book. The devil's book.
My name. He wants my name. I'll murder you, he says, if my wife hangs. We must go and overthrow the court, he says.
Mary.
He come at me by night. His eyes were like coal and his fingers claw my neck, and I sigh and I
Excellency,
sigh.
this child gone wild.
I will not hang with you. I love God. I bless God. Abby, I'll hurt you no more.
What are you? You are combined with Antichrist, are you not? I have seen your power. You will not deny it, mister. What say you? You will confess yourself befouled with hell, or do you keep that black allegiance yet? What say you, mister?
I say God is dead.
Hear it. Hear it.
A fire is burning. I hear the brute of Lucifer. I see his filthy face. And it is my face and yours, Danford. For them that quail to bring men out of ignorance as I have quailed. And as you quail now when you know in all your black hearts that this be fraud. God damns our kind especially, and we will burn. We will burn together.
Marshal, take him and Corey with him to the jail. I denounce these proceedings.
You are pulling down heaven and raising up all.
I denounce these proceedings. I quit the court. Mr. Hale. Mr. Hale!
wake up! Sarah Good!
Oh, Majesty, come, touch my ears, Majesty's come.
Go to the north cell, this place is wanted now.
That don't look to me like His Majesty, that looked to me like the Marshal.
Get along with you now, clear this place.
Oh, is it you, Marshal? I thought sure you'd be the devil coming for us. Could I be sit beside her? Can I go away?
Where are you off to, Sarah?
We go Barbados, soon as the devil gets here with the feathers and the wings.
Oh, happy voyage to you.
A pair of bluebirds winging southerly, the two of us, so it be a grand transformation, Marshal.
Best give me that, he'll never rise off the floor. Come along now.
I can speak to him for you if he desires to come with us, Marshal.
I'd not refuse it, Tituba. It's the proper morning to fly into hell.
It be no hell in Barbados. Devil be pleasure man in Barbados. Devil be singing and dancing in Barbados. It's you folk. You're all royals and up round here. Be too cold round here for that old boy. The devil freezes his soul in Massachusetts, but in Barbados he just as soon. I say, Sarah, that's him!
The deputy governor's arrived. Come along,
No,
come along.
he's coming for me! He's going to take me home!
That's not the devil, that's just a poor old cow with a hat full of milk. Come along.
Take me home, devil! Take me home!
I'm going too, gentlemen! The town Sarah's going too!
Your Excellency,
Where's Mr. Paris?
I'll fetch him.
Marshal? When did Reverend Hale arrive?
It were toward midnight, I think.
What is he about here?
He goes among them that will hang, sir, and he prays with them. He sits with Goody Nurse now, and Mr. Paris with him.
Indeed. That man had no authority to enter here, Marshal. Why have you let him in?
Why, Mr. Paris commanded me, sir, I cannot deny him.
Are you drunk, Marshal?
No, sir. It is a bitter night, and I have no fire here.
Fetch Mr. Paris.
Aye, sir.
There's a prodigious stench in this place.
I have only now cleared the place out for you.
You wear a hard drink, Marshal.
Aye, sir.
Let you question Hale, Excellency. I should not be surprised you've been preaching in Andover lately.
We'll come to that. Let us speak nothing of Andover. Paris prays with him. That's strange.
Excellency, I wonder if it'd be wise to let Mr. Paris with the prisoners so continuously. I think sometimes the man has a mad look about him these days.
Mad?
I met him yesterday coming out of his house and bid him good morning. He wept and went his way. I think it is not well that the village sees him so unsteady.
Perhaps he has some sorrow.
Good morning, Excellency. Thank you for coming. I beg your pardon waking you so early. Good morning.
Reverend Hale have no authority to enter this
hear
building.
me.
Do you leave him alone with the prisoners?
What's his business here?
Excellency, hear me. It is a providence. Reverend Hale has returned to bring Rebecca Nurse to God.
He bids her confess.
Hear me. Rebecca have not given me a word this 3 months since she came. But now she sits with him and her sister and Martha Corey and 2 or 3 others. And he pleads with them. Confess your sins and save your lives.
Why, it is indeed a providence, and they soften. They
Not
soften.
yet, not yet, but I thought to summon you, sir, that we may question on. Excellency, I had thought to put a question.
Mr.
on
Paris,
the
be plain. What troubles you?
There's news. News that the court must reckon with my niece. I believe she has vanished.
Vanished?
I had thought to advise you of it earlier in the week.
Why? How long is she gone?
This be the 3rd day, sir. You see, Abigail tells me how she were to spend the night with Mercy Lewis, and the next day comes and she does not return. I send to Mr. Lewis to inquire, and Mercy told him she would spend the night at my house.
They are both gone.
They are, sir.
Well, where may they be? I will send a party out for them at once.
I feared they'd be aboard a ship. My daughter tells me how she heard them speaking of ships last week. Tonight I discover my strong box is broke into.
She have robbed you.
£31 gone. I'm penniless.
Mr. Paris, what a brainless man.
Excellency, it profit nothing. You should blame me. I cannot think why they would leave, except they fear to keep insane him any longer. Sir Abigail had close knowledge of the town, and it's Solution Andover is broke here.
Andover is remedied. The court returns there on Friday and will resume examinations.
I am sure of it, sir, but the rumours here speak of rebellion in Andover.
There is no rebellion in Andover.
I tell you of what is said here. Andover have thrown out the court, they say, will have no part in witchcraft. There's a faction here feeding on that news. I tell you true, sir, I fear there will be a riot here.
Right! Why every execution I have seen naught but high satisfaction in the town.
Hawthorne, it were another sort that hanged till now. Rebecca Nurse is no Bridget that lived 3 years with Bishop before marrying him. John Proctor is not Isaac Ward who drank his family to ruin. I would it were not so, Excellency, but these people have great weight yet in the town. Let Rebecca stand upon the gibbet and send up some righteous prayer, and I fear she'll wake a vengeance upon you.
Excellency, she is condemned to wage the court.
Peace, Judge Hawthorne. What then do you propose?
I would postpone these hangings for a time.
No postponement.
Now that Reverend Hale's returned, there is hope. I think for if we bring even one of these to God, it surely comes the others in the public eye. But this way, unconfessed claiming innocence, doubts are multiplied. People will wait for them. Our good purpose is lost to their tears.
Give me the list.
Excellency, it cannot be forgotten that when I summoned the congregation for John Proctor's excommunication, not 30 people came to hear it. Let that speak of discontent.
There will be no postponement.
Excellency.
Now then, sir, which of these, in your opinion, may be brought to God? I will myself strive with him till dawn.
It's not sufficient time till dawn.
I will do my utmost. Now, which of these do you have hope for?
Excellency, a dagger.
What do you say?
Last night when I go to leave my home, I opened my door, and a dagger clattered to the ground. You cannot hang this sword. There is danger for me in the town. I dare not leave my house at night.
Accept my congratulations, Reverend Hale. We are gladdened to see you return to your good work.
You must pardon them. They will not budge.
You misunderstand, sir. I cannot pardon these when 12 were already executed for the same crime. It is not just.
Rebecca will not confess.
The sun will rise in a few minutes. Excellency, I must have more
Now
time.
hear me, and beguile yourselves no more. I will not receive a single plea for pardon or postponement. Them that will not confess will hang. 12 are already executed. The names of these 7 are given out, and the village expects to see them die this morning. Postponement now speaks a floundering on my part. Reprieve or pardon will surely cast doubt upon them that died till now. While I speak God's law, I will not crack its voice with whimpering. And if retaliation is your fear, know this. I would hang 10,000 that would dare rise against the law, and an ocean of salt tears cannot melt the resolution of the statutes. Now draw yourselves up like men and help me as you are bound by heaven to do. Have you spoken with them all, Mr. Hale?
All but Proctor. He's in the dungeon.
What's Proctor's way now?
He sits like some great bird. You'd not know he lived except he'll take food from time to time.
His wife. His wife must be well on with child now.
She is, sir.
What think you, Mr. Paris? You have closer knowledge of this man than I. Might her presence soften him?
It is possible, Excellency. He have not seen her this 3 month past. I should summon her.
Is he yet adamant? Has he struck at you yet?
He cannot, sir. He's tied to the wall now.
Let you fetch Willie Proctor, then let you bring him on.
Aye, sir.
Excellency, if you postpone a week and publish to the town that you are striving for their confessions, that speaks mercy on your part, not fault.
Mr. Hale, as God had not empowered me like Joshua to stop the sun from rising, so too can I not withhold from them the perfection of their punishment.
If you think God wills you to raise rebellion, Mr. Danforth, you are mistaken.
You have heard rebellion spoken of in this town.
There were orphans wandering from house to house. Abandoned cattle bellow on the highways. The stink of rotten crops hangs everywhere. And no man knows when the harlot's cry will end his life. And you wonder yet if rebellion spoke. Better you should marvel if you do not burn your province.
Have you preached in Andover this month, Mr.
I
Hale?
think God gave no need of me in Andover.
You baffle me, sir. Why have you come here?
Quite simple. I come to do the devil's work. I come to counsel Christians they should belie themselves. There is blood on my head. Can you not see the blood on my head?
Hush.
Goody Proctor. I hope you are hearty.
I'm yet 6 months before my time.
Pray, calm yourself. We come not for your life, we only... Mr. Hale, perhaps you would speak with the woman.
Goody Proctor, your husband is marked to hang this morning.
I've heard it.
You know, do you not, that I have no connection with the court. I come of my own, Goody Proctor. I would save your husband's life for if he is stolen, I count myself as a murderer. Do you understand?
What do you want of me?
I've gone this last 3 months like Christ into the wilderness. I've sought a Christian way, for damnation's doubled on ministers who counsel men to lie.
It is no lie. You cannot speak of lies.
It is a lie. They are
I
innocent.
will hear no more of that.
Let you not mistake your duty as I mistook mine. I came into this village like a bridegroom, bearing gifts of high religion. The very crowns of holy law I bought. When I touched my bright confidence, it died. When I turned the eye of my great faith, blood flowed up. Beware, Goody Proctor. Cleave to no faith when faith brings blood. It is mistaken law that leads you to sacrifice. Life, woman. Life is God's most precious gift. No principle, however glorious, may justify the taking of it. I beg you, woman. Prevail upon your husband to confess. Let him give his lie. Look not to God's judgment in this, for may well be God damns a liar less than he that throws his life away for pride. Will you plead with him? I will not think he will listen to another.
I think that be the devil's argument.
Before the laws of God, we are swine. We cannot read his will.
I cannot dispute with you, sir. I lack learning for it.
Goody Proctor, you are not summoned here for disputation. Be there no wifely tenderness within you. He will die with the sunrise. Your husband. Do you understand that? Are you stunned? I can be true. Had I no other proof of your unnatural life, your dry eyes here now would be sufficient evidence you offered up your soul to hell. A very ape would weep at such calamity. Has the devil dried up any tear of pity in you? Take her out. It profit nothing she should speak to him.
Let me speak with him, Excellency.
Strive with him.
Will you plead for his
I
confession, or
promise
will you
nothing.
not?
Let me speak with him.
Pray leave them, Excellency.
Mr. Proctor, you have been notified, I take it? Let you counsel with your wife, sir. And may God help you turn your back on hell.
Excellency.
If you desire a cup of cider, Mr. Proctor, I am sure that God leads you.
The child.
It grows.
There's no word of the boys.
They're well. Rebecca Samuel keeps them.
You have not seen them.
I have not.
You are a marvel, Elizabeth.
You have been tortured.
Aye. They come for my life now.
I know it.
None have yet confessed.
Will there be many confess?
Who are they?
There be 100 or more, they say. Goody Ballard is one, Isaiah Goodkind is one, there be many.
Rebecca?
Not Rebecca. She has 1 foot in heaven now. Naught may hurt her more.
And Giles?
You have not heard.
I hear nothing where I am kept.
Giles is dead.
When will he hang?
He will not hang. He would not answer aye or nay to his indictment, for if he denied the charge, they'd hang him surely, and auction off his property. So he stand mute and died Christian under the law. So now his sons will have his farm, for he could not be condemned a wizard unless he answer aye or nay to his indictment.
Then how does he die?
They press him, John.
Press.
Great stones they lay upon his chest until he plead aye or nay. They say he give them but 2 words. More weight. And die.
More weight.
It were a fearsome man, Giles
I
Corey.
have been thinking I would confess to them, Elizabeth. What say you, if I give them that?
I cannot be your judge, John.
What would you have me to do?
As you will, I would have it. I want you living, John. That's sure.
Giles' wife, have she
But
confessed?
she will not.
It is a pretense, Elizabeth.
What is?
I cannot mount to give it like a saint. It is fraud. I am not that man. My honesty is broke, Elizabeth. I am no good man. Nothing spoiled by giving them this lie that weren't rotten long
You haven't
before.
confessed till now that speaks goodness in you.
Spite only keeps me silent. It is hard to give a lie to such dogs. I would have your forgiveness, Elizabeth.
It's not for me to give.
I'd have you see some honesty in it. Let them that never lied go like saints. For me, it is fraud. It is a vanity that will not blind God, nor keep my children from the wind. What say you, Elizabeth?
John, it will come to naught that I should forgive you if you cannot forgive yourself. It is not my soul, John, it is yours. Only know this, for I am sure of it now, whatever you do, a good man does it. I have read my heart this last 3 months. I have sins to count on my own. It needs a cold wife to prompt lecturing.
Enough,
Better
enough!
you should know me.
I will not hear it. I know you.
John, you take my sins upon
I take my own! My own!
John, I counted myself so plain, so poorly made, no honest love should come for me. Suspicion kissed you when I did. I never knew how I should say my love. It were a cold house I kept.
What say you, Proctor? The sun is soon up.
Do as you will, but let none be your judge. There be no higher judge under heaven than Proctor is. Forgive me, John. Forgive me. I never knew such goodness in this world.
I want my life.
You confess yourself.
I say I will have my life.
God be praised. It is providence.
He will confess! Proctor will confess!
Why are you crying? It is evil, is it not? It is evil.
I cannot judge you, John. I cannot.
Then who will judge me? God in heaven, what is John Proctor? I think it is good. I think so. I am no saint. Let Rebecca die like a saint. For me, it is fraud.
I cannot be your judge. Do as you will.
Would you ever give them such a lie? Say it. Would you ever give them this? You would not. If tongues of fire were singeing you, you would not. Good then. It is evil. It is evil, and I do it.
Praise be to God, man. Praise be to God. You shall be blessed in heaven for this. Now then, let us have it. Are you ready, Judge Hawthorne?
Why must it be written?
Why, for the good instruction of the village, mister. This we shall post upon the church door. Now then, Mr. Proctor, you will speak slowly and directly to the point for Mr. Hawthorne's sake. Mr. Proctor, have you ever seen the devil in your life? Come, man, there is light in the sky and the town waits at the scaffold. I will give out this news. Have you ever seen the devil?
I have. Praise God.
And when he comes to you, what were his demands? Did he bid you do his work upon the earth?
He did.
And you bound yourself to his service. Come in. Come in, woman.
John, you are well, Daddy.
Courage, man, courage. Let her witness your good example so that she herself may be brought to God. Now hear it, goody nurse. Say on, Mr. Proctor. Did you bind yourself to the devil's service?
By John.
I did.
Now then, woman, surely you see it profit nothing to keep this conspiracy any further. I say to you, do you confess yourself with him?
John, God send his mercy on you.
I say to you, do you confess yourself?
Why, it is a lie. It is a lie. How may I damn myself? I cannot. I cannot.
Mr. Proctor, when the devil come to you, did you ever see Rebecca Nurse in his company?
No.
Did you ever see her sister, Mary Eastie, with the devil?
No, I did not.
Did you ever see Martha Corey with the devil?
I did not.
Did you ever see anyone with the devil?
No, I did not.
You mistake me, sir. I am not entitled to trade your life for a lie. You have certainly seen some person with the devil. Mr. Proctor, a score of people have already testified that they saw this
That
woman
is
with the
proved.
devil.
Why must I say it?
Why must you say it? Why, you should rejoice to say it if you are truly purged of any love for hell.
They think to go like saints. I like not to spoil their names.
Mr. Proctor, do you think they go like saints?
That woman never thought she'd done the devil's work.
You mistake your duty here, sir. It matters not what she thought. She is convicted of the unnatural murder of children, and you for sending your spirit out on Mary Warren. Your soul alone is the issue here, mister, and you will prove its whiteness, for you cannot live in a Christian country. To your own knowledge, has Rebecca Nurse
I
ever...
speak my own sins. I cannot judge another. I have not
Excellency,
the tongue for it.
It is enough he confess himself. Let him sign.
It is great service, sir. It is a weighty name. Strike the village that Proctor confesses. I beg you let him sign. The sun is up, Excellency.
Come then, sign it. Give it to me.
You have all witnessed it. It is enough.
You will not sign it?
You have all witnessed it. What more is needed?
Do you sport with me, sir? You will sign it, or it is no confession, mister.
Thanks be to the Lord.
If you please, sir.
No.
Mr. Proctor, I must have the...
No, I have signed it. You have witnessed it. It is enough. What more is needed?
Proctor, the village must have proved.
Damn the village! I confess to God, and God has seen my name on this. It is enough.
No, sir, it is not
You came
enough.
here
Not
to
until-
save my soul, did you not? Here. I have confessed myself. It is
You
enough.
have not confessed.
I have
Not
confessed myself! Is there no good penitence but to be public? God does not need my name nailed upon the church. God sees my name. God knows how black my sins are. It is enough.
Mr. Proctor,
You will
I
not
must-
use me! I am no Sarah Good of Tituba. I am John Proctor. You will not use me. It is no part of salvation that you use me.
I do not wish to use you.
I
I merely
have
want...
3 children. How may I teach them to walk like men in the world, and I sold my
You
friends?
have not sold your friends. You
Beguile
have
me not. I blacken all of them when this is nailed to the church the very day they hang for silence.
Mr. Proctor, I must have good and legal proof
You
that
are
you
the
have
High
confessed.
Court. Your word is good enough. Tell them what you will. Say Proctor broke his knees and wept like a woman. Say what you will, but my name...
It is the same, is it not? If you sign it or if I report
No!
to it.
What I say, sign and what others say is not the same.
Why? Do you mean to deny that confession when you are
I
free?
mean to deny nothing.
Then explain to me, Mr. Proctor.
Because it is my name! Because I cannot have another in my life! Because I lie. and I sign myself to lies. Because I am not worth the dust on the feet of them that hang. How may I live without my name? I have given you my soul. Leave me my name.
Is that document a lie? If that document is a lie, it is no confession, mister. I do not deal in lies. You will give me your honest confession in my hand, or I cannot keep you from the rope. Which way do you go, mister? Hawthorne?
Proctor!
Man, you cannot! You will hang!
I can! And there's your first marvel. That I can. You have made your magic now. And now I do think I see some shred of goodness in John Proctor. Not enough to weave a banner with, but white enough to keep from such dogs. Give them no tear. Tears please them. Show a stony heart now, and sink them with it.
Let you fear nothing. Another judgment waits us all.
Hang them high over the town. Who weeps for this? Weeps for corruption.
I've had no breakfast.
Go to him, goody Proctor. There is yet time. Will you not go to him? Proctor!
Woman,
Proctor!
will you please him?
It is pride. It is vanity. Be his helper. What profit him to bleed? Shall the dust praise him? Shall the worms declare his truth? Go to him. Take his shame away.
He have his goodness now. God forbid I take that from him.